Chrysanthemums. Well, I've got another big one, and it kind of matches my pullover today. A OG in Connecticut craft beer, Relic. They apparently celebrate a pretty big anniversary lately. I could thank my hookup with the craft crew, Antron, for sending this my way. And I'm excited to pop this open and see just how Relic rang in. Quite the big milestone right after the theme song. Hey everyone, welcome back to another beer review with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, and I think I should be sitting down for this one. Because not only is it marking a big anniversary beer of a Connecticut OG in the craft beer game, it's also a barley wine. Anyone that knows barley wines knows they can pack a little bit of a punch. So, we're going to sit down. We're going to relax on this. I mean, I know I sit down for most of my reviews just so I have some place to put stuff, but I think there's actually an extra incentive to sit down for something like this. I did get it from my man Antron, part of the craft crew, and that's how I got it in Connecticut, because they're up in Connecticut, and I am not anymore, despite half my name being an ode to that. So, it is from Relic. Relic is in Bloomfield. For some reason I was thinking Plainfield or something like Plainville, something like that. But I guess they're. Oh, you know what? Maybe they opened a second location, because I've been to the Relic tap from the original one, and it's in Plainville or in that neck of the woods, not Bloomfield. So maybe they opened a second location or something like that. I have had this sitting out for a while to warm it up a little bit, because I'm cognizant of something high gravity style and something of high gravity, as which this is 9.8. I wanted to have a little more of the flavors come out, so I did leave this out for a little while to warm it up. The ABV is confirmed at 9.8. The IBUs are not listed. There's not a lot of check-ins, but that's not super surprising. It's an anniversary beer. It's obviously a one-off. So only 66 total, 60 unique, and 52 ranked. However, of that small sample size, people tend to like it, 4.16, so that's pretty respectable. Our 12th Anniversary American Barleywine, Malty with caramel and raisin flavors and aroma. Well, that sounds pretty standard for what a barley wine's supposed to be. And there's not much different on the can, 12th Anniversary American Barleywine, so I won't waste any more of my time or yours and get you some ASMR. Wow! That was a loud shakluck, and it flipped out some foam on that one. All over my hand, too. We are going to use my pretentious glassware that I got from my man Brian at BeerMeGVL, local to me now. Whoa! Tried to get you some ASMR, and, well, there goes the pour. Alright. Now, as you can see by the color already, that is extremely light in color. That's like amber, red ale, red IPA type of color. That's extremely light and a lot of natural light getting through there. I can see the bottom of the glass through it. I'll hold that up. You should be able to see some kind of light going through there, at least I hope. And color head-wise, it's a very kind of light khaki. Head's coming up a bit slow. But yeah, I mean, that's an interesting color. That is a very, very light red. For a barley wine, you expect it to be super dark. But that's looking like an amber or something like that. So that's interesting. I do get a lot of... I want to see if I can get some caramel too. I do get a lot of the dark fruit aroma. It's a bit sweet, so that's probably some of those caramel notes. I'm gonna just... Anyone that says caramel, I'm just gonna piss them off. Like caramel, 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 caramel. It's like Beetlejuice. Say it 10 times. So it is a bit. It does have a bit of a sweet aroma, and there is that dark fruit. Now it's funny because that first whiff I took, it was all dark fruit, and then it started to get a little sweet, and now. Okay, well, you know what? It went through a little bit of a bell curve, I guess, because there was a lot of more sweet essence that I was getting off from the initial sniff that I got. And now it's back to being a more dark fruit. There's a little bit of sweetness, but it's definitely more dark fruit. So, but, you know, that's okay, because those are the notes that are supposed to be there. Those are the notes they claim to have been in there. And I can pick them both up regardless of when I smelled it. And at some point, the overall progression of getting the aromatics of the beer. So that is quite the lengthy head, but in the interest of time and your time, I'll try to dive through it and get a shippity sip out. Let me tell you. No date on this. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so this is actually pretty fresh. Package 2/21/24. This is the first week of May. Or May, excuse me. This is the first week of April. So it's only about 5-6 weeks old. So it's a pretty fresh beer. And I've had quite a few barley wines lately. They seem to be pretty popular down here in the South. And especially with some of the barrel age festivals I've attended more recently, barley wines seem to be pretty popular, and they're always like strong, and they always have kind of that dark fruit flavor, which, you know, can be a little polarizing, raisins and whatnot. This might be the smoothest barley wine I've had in a long time. That could be correlated to the color. It's a much lighter color than I'm used to seeing in barley wines. And it's a much lighter flavor than I'm used to getting in a barley wine. So this is really smooth. I am not used to a barley wine being this smooth. This is really good. It has a dark fruit flavor, but it's got a crispness, a carbonated nature, a mouthfeel to it. And there's a little bit of sweetness to it as well. So for being 9.8, this is going down really, really easy. For being a barley wine, this is going down really, really easy. That's like, my mind's kind of blown right now. If you don't like barley wines, I mean, I know this is a very limited release, so you're probably not going to be able to get your hands on it. But if you ever find yourself in Connecticut and head to Relic and they happen to have a barley wine on tap, but even if it's not this one, just the barley wine in general, for whatever reason, grab it. Definitely grab it on tap, because if any other barley wine they make is similar to this, you're going to like it, and you're going to find it really smooth. So thanks again to Antron of the Craft Crew for sending me this way. A Relic, mighty fine cheers, because this is very tasty. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next time.